the strategy used to get out of the rat race and finally have financial freedom to do whatever you want, is through the 7 baby steps. This can be confusing, but it is actually very simple and many people are already doing it. Don't be left behind. Daniel, a 28-year-old man, like many, he was trapped in the rat race, working tirelessly to pay off debts without ever getting ahead. He worked hard in a product sales company, but no matter how much effort he put in, he always seemed to be living paycheck to paycheck. His income barely covered his basic needs, often forcing him to choose between paying a bill or buying food. One day, while reviewing his bills and feeling overwhelmed by debt, he came across an article promising a solution to his financial problems. Dave Ramsey's 7 Baby Steps Transform Your Financial Life. This is one of the craziest things you're going to hear, but here's why it will also work for you. Intrigued, Daniel decided to investigate further to see if these steps could be the answer to his problems. Step 1. Emergency Fund. The first obstacle Daniel faced was saving at least 3 months' salary. But starting with just 1 month for an emergency fund, it's okay to start. With his limited income, it seemed impossible. However, Daniel discovered something extremely interesting. With small changes, he could save a significant amount. Here's how he did it. 1. Cutting unnecessary expenses. Daniel stopped buying expensive street coffee daily and started making it at home. Though it seemed like a small change, it helped him save gradually. 2. Cooking at home. Instead of dining out at restaurants, Daniel began cooking his meals at home. He planned his meals weekly, shopped at local markets, and took advantage of offers and discounts. This not only saved him money but also allowed him to eat healthier. 3. Selling unused items. Daniel cleaned his home and sold things he no longer needed, such as clothes, electronic devices, and old furniture. He used online sales platforms and asked friends and family. Every sale, no matter how small, contributed to his emergency fund. 4. Reducing subscriptions and services. Daniel reviewed all his subscriptions and services, canceling those he didn't use often, such as streaming services, gym memberships he didn't use, and other unnecessary subscriptions. 5. Using public transportation. Instead of using his car, Daniel started using public transportation and carpooling with co-workers. This significantly reduced his expenses on gas and car maintenance. Other strategies you can use are meal planning and bulk cooking. Instead of buying groceries on a whim, plan your meals for the week and bought ingredients in bulk. This approach not only saved money but also reduced food waste. Basic home maintenance. Learn basic home repair skills through online tutorials and fix minor issues, avoiding costly repair bills. Thrifting and secondhand shopping. Explored thrift stores and online marketplaces for clothing and household items, finding quality items at a fraction of their retail price. Instead of buy, you can also rent. Energy efficiency. Install energy-efficient LED light bulbs, adjusted thermostat settings, and use programmable timers to reduce utility bills. Couponing and cashback apps. Use digital coupons and cashback apps when shopping online or in-store, maximizing savings on everyday purchases. Personal care. Made your own cleaning supplies, toiletries, and beauty products using inexpensive ingredients, reducing expenses on household essentials. Carpooling or biking, instead of driving alone. Renting or borrowing. Instead of purchasing expensive equipment or tools for occasional use, rent or borrow them from friends or local tool lending libraries. Negotiating bills. Negotiate lower rates for services like internet, cable, or insurance by comparing offers from different providers and leveraging loyalty discounts. Through these adjustments, Daniel achieved his 1-month emergency fund goal in just 3 months. Step 2. Paying off debt. Using the snowball method. The next step was tackling his debts. Daniel had several credit card debts, student loans, and a car loan. He listed his debts from smallest to largest and started paying off the smallest one first, while making minimum payments on the others. The strategy is simple but game-changing. Each time he paid off a debt, he felt more motivated to keep going. Here's what he did. 1. Paying off the smallest credit card. Daniel focused on paying off this debt first. In just 2 months, he managed to pay off the credit card completely. 2. Using extra income. Daniel started looking for additional income to accelerate paying off his debts. He took on freelance jobs in his free time. All the extra money he earned went towards paying off his debts. This not only increased his income but also helped him pay off his debts faster. 3. Reducing variable expenses. Daniel became more mindful of his spending on entertainment and outings. Instead of dining out or going to the movies, he opted for free or low-cost activities, like having dinner at home, attending house parties with friends instead of going to clubs, and watching movies at home. Every additional saving went towards paying off his debts. 4. Rewarding good financial behavior. To stay motivated, Daniel rewarded himself every time he paid off a debt. These rewards were not expensive but gave him a sense of achievement and kept him focused on his goal. For instance, after paying off a credit card, he allowed himself a special outing or bought something he had wanted for a long time without going into debt again. With this combination of strategies, Daniel managed to pay off all his debts in a year. Step 3. Fully fund emergency fund. Once he paid off all his debts, Daniel's next challenge was saving 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. This step provided him with a security he had never had before. He no longer feared losing his job or facing unexpected expenses, so he tackled it this way. First, invest in your future, then share your success with others. Step 4. Investing 15% in retirement. With his debts paid off and a solid emergency fund, Daniel began investing 15% of his income in his retirement. He opened an IRA and a 401k with the help of a financial advisor. This was addictive, but every month he saw his investments grow and felt more secure about his future. Step 5. Saving for his children's education. Though he didn't have children yet, Daniel decided to take out a life insurance policy with an educational savings fund. If you think you'll never have children, then when they return your investment, you can buy whatever you want. Daniel started saving a small amount each month. He knew that when the time came, he wouldn't have to worry about how to pay for his children's education. Step 6. Paying off the mortgage. The next step was paying off his mortgage early. He made small additional payments each month and saw his housing debt decrease rapidly. He didn't want to be tied to a mortgage for 20 years. You won't believe it, but it's true. Many people do it. By making additional payments, even small ones, you can reduce your mortgage by many years and finish several years early. These other strategies to reduce your mortgage are going to blow your mind, but don't stop here because you would be stuck. Make bi-weekly payments. Instead of making monthly payments, switch to a bi-weekly payment schedule. This effectively results in one extra mortgage payment per year, accelerating the payoff schedule. Round up payments. Round up your monthly mortgage payments to the nearest $100 or even $1,000. For example, if your monthly payment is $1,425, you could round it up to $1,500. The extra amount goes directly towards paying down the principal. Lump sum payments. Whenever you receive a windfall such as a tax refund, bonus, or inheritance, you could use a portion of it to make a lump sum payment towards your mortgage principal. This reduces the outstanding balance and interest paid over time. Refinance to a shorter term. If your financial situation improves or if interest rates drop significantly, you could refinance your mortgage to a shorter term, such as from a 30-year to a 15-year mortgage. This would increase your monthly payments but drastically reduce the total interest paid over the life of the loan. Employ found money. You could use found money opportunities such as proceeds from selling unused items, gifts, or unexpected bonuses from work to make additional payments towards your mortgage principal. This strategy is well known for landlords to get rich faster, is to rent out a portion of the property. If feasible, you could rent out a room or a portion of your property to generate additional income. This extra income could be earmarked specifically for making extra mortgage payments. Cut down other expenses. By reducing discretionary spending on non-essential items or entertainment, you could redirect those savings towards his mortgage payments, accelerating the payoff timeline. Consider an annual payment strategy. You could plan to make one additional mortgage payment every year. This strategy can also significantly reduce the total interest paid over the life of the loan. Step 7. Building wealth and giving generously. But pay attention to this because it keeps getting better. So, with all his debts paid off and his investments in place, Daniel began to build more wealth with these tools. Invest in stocks. Daniel could allocate a portion of his savings towards investing in stocks. Stocks have historically provided higher returns over the long term compared to other investments like bonds or savings accounts. He can start with diversified index funds or individual stocks based on his risk tolerance and financial goals. Explore real estate investments. Daniel could consider investing in rental properties or real estate crowdfunding platforms. Rental properties can provide passive income through rental payments and potential property appreciation over time. Real estate crowdfunding allows investors to pool funds to invest in larger real estate projects. Start a side business. Daniel could leverage his skills or hobbies to start a side business. This could range from freelance work, consulting, e-commerce, or creating digital products. A side business not only generates additional income, but also provides tax benefits and potential for scalable growth. Invest in bonds. Bonds can provide stable income through interest payments and are generally considered safer than stocks. Daniel could diversify his investment portfolio by allocating a portion of his savings to government or corporate bonds based on his risk profile. Build a retirement portfolio. Daniel can continue to contribute to retirement accounts such as IRAs and 401(k)s. These accounts offer tax advantages and allow investments to grow tax-deferred or tax-free until withdrawal. He can choose diversified investment options within these accounts based on his retirement timeline and risk tolerance. Invest in cryptocurrencies. For those comfortable with higher risk investments, Daniel could allocate a small portion of his portfolio to cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies have the potential for high returns, but also come with higher volatility and risk. Educate and invest in yourself. Investing in education, skills development, and personal growth could enhance Daniel's earning and his career opportunities. This could include attending workshops, courses, or obtaining certifications relevant to his field or interests. Consult with financial advisors. Daniel could seek advice from financial advisors or planners to develop a personalized wealth-building strategy. Advisors can provide insights, expertise, and recommendations tailored to Daniel's financial goals, risk tolerance, and timeline. But the most rewarding part was that he could now give generously to others, both time and money, without feeling guilty. He donated to causes that mattered to him and helped his family and friends in need. But look at this. Although the path wasn't easy, Daniel faced and overcame every obstacle with determination. He learned to manage his money smartly and make financial decisions that benefited him in the long term. His transformation was not just financial but also personal. He developed a success mindset and a strong character to avoid getting into debt again with things he didn't need. Today, Daniel is a completely different man. He no longer lives paycheck to paycheck. He has achieved financial freedom and enjoys a prosperous and fulfilling life. He lives in a fully owned house, has significant savings, and profitable investments. More importantly, he can now help others without feeling guilty or thinking he doesn't have enough money. Daniel understood the secret formula that was right in front of him to get out of the rat race and debt. Many people are already applying it. It may seem confusing, but it's actually simple. Now it's your turn. Start today with the first baby step. Save 1 to 3 months in your emergency fund and start paying off all your debts. If you've stayed until the end, in the next video, I'll give you the strategies that millionaires use to achieve financial freedom and wealth. They no longer have to work at a job they don't like. They can do whatever they want. Click on this video.